Welcome, welcome, everybody. How's it all going today? So today we're going to talk about converting. Whoa. Huh. That's Bogey King, Mr. Null. All right. We're going to talk about converting LP to ISK. And so there's a real interesting way to do this. And if you do it right and you do it well, you can make an enormous amount of money doing this. So I'm going to show you that today. This is going to be kind of a long process, but if you stick with me here, you're gonna know how to do this like a pro. So I commonly get 2,500 ISK per LP. That's a lot. Most people will tell you they get about 800. And I'm going to show you how I do it. And I titled the show today 2,000 ISK per LP because I know that I can achieve that and show that to you. So we're going to work on it today. It's going to involve a bit of traveling. It's going to involve maybe even some death because these are my faction warfare characters and they're going to have to get to a location for this. And it's going to involve putting up for each billion that I make, I'm going to have to put up another billion. And so I'll show you how that all works. So, okay. Bogey King, Mr. Null. Woo, it's Friday. That is 1,000 bits. Holy cow. There is 100 gold to everybody here in honor of Bogey King donating 1,000 bits. You rock, buddy. And that's going to get added to our total on the Titan X. And it's going to put us up to 848 out of 1,500. On the Titan X upgrade. So, thank you very much, Bogey King. I really appreciate it. And then, to Happy Hippie, thank you for following. Welcome. So, okay. Yeah, Null King. Yeah, we can rename Bogey King to Null King. We have not been able to figure out this error of why, when Bogey King does something, that our bot picks him up as null. We have not been able to figure that one out. We can't, they're just, I have no clue. Bogey King is just special. Yeah. So, I would assume he likes that. So, okay, now I've got this character right here. I've got two faction warfare characters here. And I've got this one that is Tribal Liberation Force, which is the Minmatar section of faction warfare, and I have 3.2 million ISK. I'm going to turn the music down here a little bit. This is more of a teaching type show today. And so 3.2 million LP here. So I'm going to have to spend probably around 3.2 billion, and I will get back around 9.6 to 10 billion ISK. Does that make sense? So I'm going to have to spend 3 to make 6 back, and that's a 2,000 ISK per LP conversion. I may make even more than that. And we're not going to be able to go through the whole process today of actually showing the sales happen, but what we will do is we'll look at the current market and what it is right now, and so if we convert and put it on the market, and we'll just do the calculations with that. I understand what's going to happen by broadcasting this live, and that is that all of you out there who want to convert the same stuff are going to sit here and copy me, thus putting the market down lower. So I encourage you to not copy me, but to use the same formula that I'm teaching you here to actually do this for yourself on your own items. Because if all of you copy the same items that I'm doing, then what's going to happen is it lowers the market for everybody. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit on this product until you yahoos that copy me have sold your shit and the price goes back up. And then I'll put it on the market. That's how I'm going to deal with doing this live. And so if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in chat too, because this is kind of complicated stuff and there's a couple of parts to it. But I'm willing to answer everything. I'm not going to hide nothing about how I do this. And so you will be able to follow along here and do this as well. So here's my other character. This character has 1.84 million loyalty points. And the 24th Imperial Crusade, that's also faction warfare, and it is that's Amar. Now, here is this is my character that is my commerce character. And now I do have loyalty points on this character as well. They're Caldari Navy. It's only 288,000 though. I typically don't try and cash anything out unless I have at least 1 million. And it's because there's time involved. So if I go and convert 1 million LP into ISK, the amount of time it takes to convert 2 million LP into ISK is only about a 5 or 10% add on the amount of time it takes. So it really is the amount of, the most time is just figuring the stuff out and where to put your money, where to put your LP. And so, yeah, the text is too small to read it. Yeah, well, you're just going to have to, that's why I'm telling you how much I've got. So I am in 4K. Those of you on YouTube can watch it 4K and see it crystal clear. So that is available to you. So and this is going to involve some hauling and other stuff. And I probably won't do the hauling on stream because running a general freighter, and I'll have to go through Narja or Udema with this stuff. Running a general freighter through there with a ton of stuff on here, because really I'm looking at that I've got, let's see, that's 3.2 million, and this is 1.8 million. So I'm looking at 5 million loyalty points that I'm going to turn into 5 million loyalty points. I'm going to put in about 5 billion ISK on this, and when it's all said and done, I'm going to sell it all for 15 billion. So, I mean, we're talking big bucks here. I'm not going to haul that much through those places. In fact, I may contract other people to do it. So I'm making enough on this that I can pay for other people to transport the stuff. Okay, so now there's some tools used for this, and they are, I'm going to bring it up here. So we're going to go to Fuzzworks here, and I'm going to put this URL for you guys. And there it is in Twitch chat. Here it is in YouTube chat. And by the way, it's also underneath the video in the description on YouTube and on Twitch, this link to Fuzzworks. And so we're going to, I don't know, we may as well start with Imperial Crusade and the Forge, because this is where I'm going to sell all my stuff at. This is where I have all my bonuses at and everything. So let's see here. Try and make this a little bit bigger for y'all. Okay. So we're gonna do the sell prices, and needs to be a bit smaller. Okay, so we're gonna reorganize what we have here, and so we're gonna reorganize this by ISK per LP, and so this is really easy to do. I mean, if you think about it. You just go here and you select where your loyalty points are, and then you say, okay, show me the ISK per LP and where I'm going to make the most. Well, the truth is that the stuff that is showing up here, it's all lies. That's why this is hard. I'm going to turn on my fan here, and then I'll show you why they're lies. So, okay, so this signature analysis, this Zionid Gypsy signature analysis, is it an implant? I believe that it probably is. And it says that the sell price here is 99 million, and that there's only been one sold. Or, yeah, so there's only been one sold. And so, if we look at this, let's see where this link goes to. So here is here is basically, a history of this item. And so the high price here, now look at this. So it says 99 million, but look at this for February 1st. The high price was 18.8 million. Previous to that, it was 17.6 million. Previous to that, there was like 21 of them sold on the market at 16.3 million. And so you see what we're talking about here, about why that was a lie? It's because it doesn't have enough data to appropriately do this, and somebody paid that much for one. The market is probably out of them, but as soon as there's more available in the marketplace, then the price goes back down to normal. So, okay, so, and this costs 10,850 LP plus 10 million ISK. So if we looked at this at the average price being 18 million or whatnot, you take out this right here, and you say, okay, 18 million minus this, we're going to say minus 11 million. So we're going to have 7 million in exchange, and it's 10,875 LP divided by 7 million. So 7 million divided by 10,875, and that equals 643 ISK per LP. So this is why most people get like 800 ISK per LP, because that's easy. And if you just want to dump your shit out right there and do it, that stuff's real easy to do. But this isn't paying. Look at this old school calculator. Oh my God. I've had this sucker for 20 years. When was this made? It was made in Thailand. It doesn't say when it was made. I like using that much better than typing it on my phone. So, okay, so we've got this low-grade Grail Gamma, and this one says that, it's 7,553 ISK per LP. There's only 2 of them sold. We cannot pay attention to those. So, we got to go down here. We need some more volume. Let's see here. Can we show, how many entries can we show? We need to show a lot more. Okay, we're showing 100 entries now. Okay, so now we're getting down to the real stuff. And, okay, so Imperial Navy thermal plating. Looks like there's only 1 sold of that. High grade Gamma. Here we go. Got a volume of 20 on this. This is only 1,600 LP though. Now, there's also something about the tactics of doing this. And so Amar right now, I'm going to show you this. Amar right now, let's see which one's my Amar character. This one right here. So there's a way to measure when you should sell. And I'm telling you right now, it's not the right time to sell for Amar. It was 2 months ago, but now it's not. And here's the reason why. Because in faction warfare, Amar has been sitting up at tier 4 for quite a bit, which means that they are making really good amounts of LP for their actions. And hence, what happens is that everybody who's making this good LP goes in and floods the market with their items. And so it's no good because the market is getting really flooded. And it's hard to compete with that. Now, probably what I should do is I should wait until 2 months after they've been down to tier 1 again, which might be anywhere from a month or 2 out to 6 months or a year from now. And so you got to be, especially if you're doing faction warfare, you've got to be willing to hold on to the stuff while you're doing this stuff. And so it takes time and money to make a lot of money, but when you cash out, it's really big. So let's go and look at my other character here, and maybe this is where we're going to focus. My guy who has Tribal Liberation Force, which is Minmatar, and look at this. So Minmatar is so fucking depressed, they're crying. Do you see the tears? I mean, look at this. They're down at tier 1. They only control 2.6% of the space. I can tell you it's been this way for about 2 months now, since Amar got their shit together and decided to really pummel them. And they were top dog. They were tier 4 and sometimes tier 5. And yeah, they're so depressed that Xanax sales and whatever other depression medications in the Minmatar region, they're going skyrocketing. That's where you should put your money. Yeah. So they were tier 4 and tier 5 for a long time. And that was really great. Except now they're just sucking. And so this is where I want to cash out at. And maybe we just forget doing the Amar one right now, because it's not an accurate representation of what we want to do here. Starlancer, or Star Ace Fighter, thank you for following. And Makalnos, everyone buy a dancer, he says, 100 bits. And there is 10 gold to everybody here in Makalnos' honor. And let's see here, that adds another $1 to the total for the Titan. And so there we go. We are up to 849. Thank you, Maganos. I appreciate it. So, okay, now, so I think we're gonna focus on Tribal Liberation Force, because that is where we should be. And so, let's see here. Okay, so right now what this is telling me is that to get down into volume, like here's 147 items sold, it's at 1.5 or 1500 ISK per LP. And we get down here further, this might be one to look at, limited cybernetic subprocessor beta, it's at 1300. But to really get down into the volumes, see right here, okay, so we've got, this is some ammo, these are all 3 ammo, and they're all in the 1200 ISK per LP range. Not good. Here's a good one that's really strong, 3594, which is, by the way, this number is 5% of the total sold. So it's actually 20 times larger than that. But it's 1189 ISK per LP. So if you wanted to cash out quick, this might be where you put your money. But you also, might be everybody piles onto that one because it's saying this is the best right here. So, okay, we're going to change over here.
Welcome to the Dragons.
And James kills you and Freddy got fingered. Thank you for following. Welcome. Let's see here. And okay. Okay, so we are going to go up to the LP store again. And now we're going to go to Tribal Liberation Force. And then we're going to do this up in Caldari space. And so what's going to happen is that because I'm looking at prices in JITA, there's going to be some transport involved with this because it's not close to JITA. But that's also going to help with how much we make. So, okay, for the same reason here, we're ignoring this one that's 8700 LP. So, because not many people buy the Republican Fleet heavy missile launcher. They just don't. So, I mean, when they do, they buy a few of them, but not really. And also, let me say here that some of these items have equivalents across all of the factions. And so the
Welcome to the Dragons.
You know, so like all of them have access to this right here. This is the exact same listing that we saw under the Amar one. It's here under here because it's available in both LP stores. By the way, we are over 150 viewers. We're going to do a drawing here. And so ! ticket space 1 or higher in Twitch chat. And get you in on a brand new account for Eve. It's a core account. It'll upgrade your Alpha to Omega. And it's worth about $20. So this comes from our store. ! Coupon in Twitch chat. And you can get a discount code or a bonus code, whichever is your choice. If you're buying Plex or Orem or accounts, whatever it may be, you can save yourself a few bucks, and you can choose which method works best for you. And any purchases from us do support the store, or support the show, I mean. So, get my appreciation as well. Okay, so this is all written up, ready to go. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to get your tickets in. I apologize, you guys on YouTube. The giveaways don't work there. You have to be in Twitch chat. You can still watch on YouTube, but you have to be in Twitch chat. And there's a link in the description to get over to Twitch. And you don't have to be watching the video over there to gain to gain gold. But yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't work in YouTube yet. We are working on that though. Okay, so we're gonna look down here. All right, here's one: Republican Fleet Valkyrie, and 65 of them, 2,705 ISK per LP. All right, so do you notice something different here already? Which is that we're hitting some volume numbers at much higher ISK per LP. And so this looks like a pretty good bet here to take a look at. And let's see here. So the averages.
Today will be a good day to die.
Oh, it looks like there's a dungeon raid coming in. So the high price today is 3 million per, and the low is 2.99. Goodness, do you know what that says to me? With that being the low and this being the high, is that market is hot right now. It's really hot, which means that you have to convert this and get this shit up there like today. So let's actually look at this and see if we can find what this is. I don't even know what this is. What's a Valkyrie? Is that a drone? I'm not even sure. So let's look at the marketplace here. This guy is in Jita. And we're going to look
to the dragons
here. So this is a drone. This is a state drone. And so it's kind of like Tech 2. It's a faction drone. It's kind of like Tech 2 that a Tech 1 person can use. So, okay, so the buy prices here are 2.25 million, and the sell prices are 2.9 million. So somebody had a really high-end buy order in here that's been filled, and that's why it was showing up in that site. So let's look at the price history here a little bit. Let's show a graph of this. And so this is, how long of a timeline is this? This doesn't tell me how long of a timeline it is. Oh, 30 days. Okay. So in the last 30 days, it looks like 2 million has been the low, and now we're up at about 3 million. So in volume of purchases was higher down here. This is the volume of purchases. And so you can see how this directly correlates to where as it's going up, so right here, there was a lot of purchases which caused it to go up. And then once it hit this higher point, the volume of purchases have been lower. That tells me to expect lower volumes. It's not necessarily a bad thing. And if I'm willing to sit on this, then I can put it up for a price of like 3 million each, or 2.999999.99, you know, because it'll just look a little bit better, and just sit on it there. So, and let's look at this timeline here. Okay, so this right here coincides with what I remember, this lower point here, with what I remember of when Minmatar was tier 4. And so that's what a tier 4 price looks like. And then this is when they were not. So here is higher market, and here's higher market. And so now we're out at a year. And you can see here that it got up about 3 million. So this is actually the highest it's ever been, which tells me it will not happen again for a very long time. So this is just all market intelligence and helps me choose which items I'm going to do. So it hasn't hit this in the last year. And so I don't think that it's going to hit it again. And what I usually like to price things at is about at 10% lower than the high. Because then I'm a lot more guaranteed to sell it. And so if the high right now is 2.9, then right now I'd put it at 2.9 if I had them on the market to put here today. But really what I'm going to accept is about 2.7. So at 2.7, let's do the math, because that's what we're really counting on here. So they cost 4,000 LP and 4 million for 5 of them. God, we got to do some hard math here, which means that the cost for LP here, gee whiz. Okay, so 4,000 divided by 5 is 800. So 800,000 and 800 LP per each. They're each selling for, we're going to say 2.7 million. And so the 800,000, 2.7 million takes us down to 2.3 million. And then we're going to put in 800,000 ISK per LP. So, no, it's going to be 800. No, it's going to be 800 ISK per LP, and 4 million is the cost. So it's 800,000 off of 2.7, so it's 1.9 is the profit left over. And so 1.9 divided by 8, so 1,900,000 divided by 800. And that's going to equal 2.375. So it's going to equal 2,375 ISK per LP. That beats the 2,000 goal that I had. And so right now I can take advantage of this at 2.9 because it's higher, so it's going to pay even more. But when as it drops down, which I think it's going to, then it'll drop down to about 2,375. Still, really great price. Really great price. This math makes your brain hurt. Oh, I forgot the price of the Valkyrie Tech 1 as well. Okay, so let's look at that. It's not going to be much. It's not going to be much, but yes, you're right. I forgot about that. So, and there are people who make spreadsheets for this. Did you know that there are people who sell spreadsheets for ISK? Go look in the forums. There are people who have made spreadsheets that calculate all of this for you. Some of it even automated. You just put in an item in it. Excuse me. And it'll tell you the whole thing. It'll do all this math for you. Or you can build it yourself if you know how to do Excel or data sheets in Google Docs. So, okay, let's look at this. If you're willing to pay really big bucks, there are people who will sell you sheets that tell you what the highs and lows are of the marketplaces and doing professional market trading. Better be prepared to pay billions and billions of ISK for that. Many billions, like 50 billion. So, okay, so the Tech 1 of these, Valkyrie 1, they're 27,000 ISK each. It's not really going to be a factor all that much. Not when we're talking about, selling them at 2.7 million. So it's not a big factor, but yes, you're right. That is a portion that I forgot. Okay, so let's do this drawing now. And you guys ready? Well, you should be. If you're not, you missed out on getting in on it. Okay, we're drawing on the raffle. Closing it and drawing. And Ray Silent. Congratulations. He had a 1.6% chance to win. All right, Ray, you are the winner. So, check your Twitch mail. You'll find that contained within. Okay, now if you missed out, don't worry, because we're starting another one. Exclamation point ticket space 1 or higher in Twitch chat, and that'll get you in on another core account for Eve, and it will we'll draw somewhere over 250 viewers. We're almost at 250 already. So, yeah. Okay, so that one actually looks really, really promising. And So the volumes here are pretty good of these two. Let's see here. Let's go back on that. So I buy faction drones all the time when I don't have enough skills to do the Tech 2 versions. So yeah, and there's pretty good supply here. And let's see, what are the sales numbers? Show me the table. So quantity 100, quantity 227 yesterday, 147 the day before, 162 the day before. Look at this, they've been up over 3 million for the last 3 days. Imagine if you got your shit in here 3 days ago, where you would have, you'd be making 3 million on each of these. And so that comes out to right here, 2,705 ISK per LP. So that one right there is a buy. And so here's the note that I'm gonna write for myself, which is that I have a lot of other notes here. Okay, so I'm looking at the Republican Fleet Valkyrie. And I'm shooting for a goal of 2.7 million each. And so that's going to get me my high return. Now, what I also need to look at here is how many do I put in here? Because if you think about it, if I go and dump all of my LP into this one item, what the hell am I supposed to do with all of them? It's going to take me forever to sell them. So this can't be the only item that I do this with. And it's only 4,000 LP for 5 of them. So it really is 800 LP. Yeah, it's 800 LP for each one of these. And so if I do, let's just say I go really big and I do like 400 of them. So if I do 400 of them, which I think is an amount that I could sell of this, but it could be that, the market dips down, but that's still only 320,000 LP out of my monster amount that I have, which is 3.2 million. So it still leaves me 2.9 million LP that I got to convert. So, maybe I'll do 500 of these and it will, take up some. So now don't forget with that 500, so let's do a little math here. So 500 of them, so it's going to take this right here. So if we equal the 5 here, we can reduce that down to 100. So we're going to do 100 times the amount here and the amount here. So 100 times 4,000 is 400,000. So we're going to use a 400,000 LP. But then also 100 times 4 million is 400 million ISK. And so you gotta pay attention to that, because now in order to make this money, I'm going to have to put out 400 million ISK. So my cost, 400 ISK. I should probably be writing this up on the screen. And then it's going to be 400,000 LP. And I also am going to need then I'm going to need, how many drones am I going to need? So it takes 5 of those drones per one thing to convert. So it's going to be 500 of the Tech 1 drones that I'm going to have to take down there. So, and I'm going to have to transport them to this place. So let's see here. Okay, here's the Valkyrie 1. And so we're going to have to take 500 of these drones down there. And so how much is that going to cost? 13.7 million. Not too bad. Not too bad. But I'm going to have to get the shit down there. So Now, let me point out something to you guys. Do you guys get what I'm doing here? Do you get that what I'm doing is I'm showing you how to make mad amounts of money in the game? Do you know that this is what I do in business in real life? This is where I learned this stuff. Exclamation point no job in Twitch chat, and there's a link in the description in YouTube for how does Marky Dragon do it. There's a product we're just launching, and I'm using these skills right here in how to apply them to getting paid to play video games and put the videos up on YouTube. This is what I do. And so, this is the thought process behind all of this. Now, once you learn this kind of stuff, let me just take it a step further here. If you've ever thought about making videos on YouTube or live streaming or whatnot, you're going to want in on this, because how many of you are engaged with this video right now that we're talking? How many of you are looking at this going, holy shit, I'm going to make a fucking billion ISK in the game? Well, you can apply that to real life as well. And so this video right here, I can tell you already that this video right here is going to be in my top 10 for the next several months. And because what I'm teaching here is really powerful. And that's the kind of stuff that we're teaching in the class there. It costs less than a video game to get in on it. So if you ever thought about, wanting to actually do things like play video games for a living, this is where it's going to get you your start. You won't start day one getting paid to play, but day 2 or day 3, you may start seeing earnings come in. And in a couple of months, you'll know that you're on the right track. Going, oh hey, I'm covering the cost of all my games. But look at this, if I keep on this right here, a couple months, I'm going to quit my day job. I'm just saying. So it's powerful stuff, and this is what I do in real life. And okay. And once you learn how to think like this, which is part of what we're teaching, is that you can see this opportunity in other places, even if it's frickin' mowing lawns. So, no, the bot didn't rip. The command was fired off within the last minute. It only allows you to fire it off once a minute, so that we're not really spammed really bad. So, okay. That private helicopter going over was noisy in the video. I should discipline my pilot. Absolutely. He should have known better. He could see us filming down there. He should have known better. So this is how you get a killer game room like yours. Yes, exactly. So, okay, so Adhira, fellow Eve video maker. Adhira, you are perfect for this. You may already be killing it. I don't know. I have not been to your channel, but yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So I know you get it. Okay, so that one item is awesome, and I think given the history of it and everything, that I can achieve the sales of this long term, and putting doing 500 of these, which yeah, I think this one will do well long term, as long as Minmatar is still depressed and on Xanax. So let's see, where's Minmatar? Let me show you their depression. See, they are so fucking depressed here. They're like suicidal. It's probably not very funny, but because suicide's not a good thing. But I'm just saying that look at their numbers. They only have 2.6%. Now, here's what's going to happen, is that this market is going to last like this until they move back up. Now, let me give you another piece of business advice in the game. This is how Eve is like real life, because you can spot these things in real life too. So even if you're making videos for stuff, you can go, you know what? There's a whole bunch of people asking for this type of video, but nobody's making them right now. Perfect opportunity. It's the same thing. So nobody's making LP right now. So what happens with that? Well, what happens with that is people looking to get into faction warfare, they're going to go with the big guys here, and they're going to go to Amar, or they're going to go to Caldari or whatever, and they're going to be like, this is where I want to be because they're making the massive LP. Well, what eventually happens is people start feeling sorry for Minmatar because they aren't Winmatar right now. Minmatar wants to be Winmatar, but it's not happening for them right now. And so, what will eventually happen is people are going to get tired of it that are in Minmatar, and they're going to coalesce together, and they're going to put together a big event to just really fight and push for it. This is what Amar did. Amar was frickin' depressed for so many months. And so Minmatar is going to get together, and they're just going to blow it out of the water. And then they're going to go up. And when they go up, Amar goes down, which makes the Amar market worth more money. But then as they go up here, it makes the ISK per LP value go down. And so then your stuff's going to stop selling. So you don't want to put out too much out into here. I'm just saying. This is kind of all the theory behind this. Have you guys seen the videos where I have projected on stuff that's going to make a difference in the game and you're going to make a lot of money? Do you guys remember back when I told you all to buy as much Stront as you could? Do you guys remember that? You know, Stront, I was buying them for 150 each. Look at what they are now on the market. They're over 7,000 ISK. And so I bought Stront everywhere. I bought out all of it that was cheap in all of Lone Trek and in all of the Forge. And I mean, I literally bought all of it out. And some of you went out to Amar and to other areas and you bought it all out. You know what? I just sold all of it about a month ago. And I sold every single one of them in place without having to move them anywhere for over 7,000 each. And I raked in billions and billions of ISK off of that. But I was willing to sit on it. I sat on it for... No, it wasn't that I drove the price up. It was that I paid attention to the change log. And I was watching as fuel blocks. Do you guys remember when fuel blocks did not require Stront? Well, when they said that fuel blocks were going to require Stront, that's when I said bye, bye, bye. And Rollez, I don't know if Rollez is here. I think Rollez put millions of ISK into it as well. Or billions. And I probably put, I don't know, I probably spent about 1.5 to 2 billion, which netted me somewhere in the range of 12 to 15 billion when I sold it all. And I sat on it. It takes money to make money. This is another really big business thing. In real life and in game. It takes money to make money. And so I always, on my character here, this character, I kid you not, I always try and keep 10 billion plus on him. I'm at 5.7 billion. It's okay at the moment because I have 38 billion worth of stuff that I'm in the process of transporting down to Jita to sell. So I always try and keep 10 billion because sometimes you see this stuff and it's like an instant opportunity. And I have 10 billion there and I say, okay, I'm going to buy out all the Stront in the entire region. And I do, and it costs me $1.5 billion. I sit on it for 6 months and then I sell it for, 7 times. Actually, more than that. What is the times factor on that? Because I literally was paying, I don't know, 150,000 per on Stront. In fact, let's look it up. I'll show you this in the marketplace here. I'm going to show you all this because this is the power of it takes money to make money. And if you have it in game or in real life, I didn't realize I was going to be giving a real life, entrepreneurial thing here, but this is exactly what this is. And so it's strontium clathrates. And so right now, the price in Jita is 7,869. Let's look at the price history here. And let's show the graph. There it is, baby. So I just sold at this point right here. I could have sold back here. Look at that. That was a nice high point. But this right here was when I bought all of it. And so it looks like 1,349. Let's see, that's back in March. So let's look at this. Let's go back to March. I know this is a little bit hard to see because I'm running at 4K. On YouTube, you'll be able to see it crystal clear if you have 4K resolution. But so I'm just going to read off these things. But okay, so yep, here it is. And so the average price at this time was between, oh my goodness, look at this. It was, okay, so I'm gonna tie these things in together for you. So 1 year ago today, the average price was 585 ISK per Stront. Remember now they're selling for almost 8,000 ISK. Stront comes from ice, yes. And so then okay, so we have here where it started to climb up. It hit 600 on February 8th. So February 4th, it was 585. February 8th, it was 600. And then in February, it stayed and it went up to 900 per on February 17th. And then went to 1,100 on February 18th. 1,400 on February 19th. So I bet you that if we went back and looked at where I bet you that the day that they announced was February 11th of last year was the day that they announced in their change notes or in talking about adding Stront to the making of fuel blocks. And fuel blocks are used for stations and for citadels and everything, and for pauses and citadels. And these fuels are required. So so right here, I bet you that it was February 11th. If somebody wants to look that up on the first mention of Stront being added in the change log to fuel blocks, I'm guessing February 11th. And those people who were taking a look at that started to buy based upon that this information that it looks like it was going to be added to the game. And so February 11th. Now, if we go up to March 9th, it's at 1,487. And then March 10th, it jumps up to 2,575. That's probably the day that the patch went in.
Welcome to the Dragons.
And so right there, you could have gone from paying about 900 each and, done 2.5 times your money in a very short period of time, which I did sell some of it off pretty quickly. But then, look at this. If I was paying an average of 1,000 or 1,500 for it, and then it just keeps going up and up and up. And let's see if it's been... So here it hit 7,400, looks like in July. And then here we are in August. It goes up into the 8,000 range. Is it August when we got the Suvios? When was it that we got so we had the first citadels, now we've got the second set of manufacturing citadels. That may have made it jump up a bit because there's more structures out there now. And so, yeah, it's sitting between 7,500 and 8,000 now, a lot. So, anyway, this is cool stuff. This stuff gets me excited. Savios? Yes. So this kind of stuff really gets me excited. And this kind of stuff is what I do in real life as well. And it's what I do in my videos. You guys don't know it. I have another channel where I post stuff, like product reviews and stuff. I post some of them sometimes to my Marky Dragon YouTube channel. But a lot of them I have this other channel that I post stuff to. And I make videos about, I kid you not, I have a video that I'll be making next week about shaving my head. Because I found the only product that allows me to shave my head without looking when I have longer hair. And I like my head shaven, but it's kind of grown out, so it means I have to go to the barber. But I found this one shaver that will work, that I can do on my own without chewing up my head, without a mirror. And So I'm going to make a video of unpackaging that and shaving my head. And then I'm going to refer people to buy it. And I'm going to make a lot of money on that. I don't know whether I'll post it on the Marky Dragon channel or not. But this is what I'm talking about taking opportunity like this in the game. Or, no, it doesn't have wheels, but there's another one that has wheels. I've seen the hot rod one too. But I'm going to post this up, and I'm going to position it for people like me who need to shave their head and have a hard time with it. And I'm going to show people how, they pay at the barber. You're paying $20 to have your head shaved. But like this product right here is like $80. So in 4 times of not having to go to the barber, it pays for itself. It's a no-brainer purchase for people. And this is the whole video stuff. This is the kind of stuff that we're teaching in the video guide. ! No job in Twitch chat, or there's a link in the description in YouTube. And so I am teaching this stuff in there, and this is what we're going to do. So I'd love to have you guys along too. So I think I can tell you that already. So yesterday we officially released the product and everything, and I'm really proud of it because the sales have exceeded my expectations. So yeah, it's definitely exceeded my expectations. And so I can tell you guys are really excited about it, and we've hit the mark on that too. Okay, so let's continue on with more examples of this. But first, we do have another drawing to do. We're at 250 viewers already, and so that equals another free item being given away to all of you. ! Ticket space 1 or higher in Twitch chat. And you can get in on a brand new account for Eve. It's a core account which will upgrade your Alpha to Omega. Unless you've been Omega before, and then most likely it won't. Those of you on YouTube, I know you want to get in on this, and I'm going to tell you how to do that. It's a little bit funky. The giveaways don't work in YouTube yet. We're trying, but they don't work yet in YouTube. And so, in the description, there's a link over to Twitch, and all you have to do is be in Twitch chat and be a follower to gain gold so that you can buy more tickets. But you can still watch on YouTube. And I recommend everybody watches on YouTube because YouTube, I'm broadcasting at 4K. And so if you're able to view anything above 1080p, you should be watching on YouTube because you're going to get a much clearer picture. So anyway, that's how you get in. So I'm writing it up right now. We're going to draw here in just a couple of minutes. I'll give you a couple minutes to get your stuff in. Those of you on YouTube, I'll give you a couple of minutes to get over to Twitch chat and to get in on this. So, and when you follow, it will give you 10 gold if you're not currently a follower. And so you can get 10 tickets in right off the bat. This game code is worth about $20 and is provided by our store. ! Coupon in Twitch chat. There's a link in the description in YouTube. If you need Plex or Aurum or new accounts, then use the discount or bonus code, whichever works best for you. The bonus code will save you more, but it saves more over the long run, whereas the discount code instantly saves more. And then you can get it through us, which we're a business partner with CCP, and any purchases through there help support the show. Plus, on the thank you page, you can get an opportunity to bark something out that'll appear here on the show.
Welcome to the Dragons.
So, there we go. Okay, I see a few follows coming in. So, Skyblade and Stumbly, thank you for following. Welcome. Oh, and Jervy, 100 bits equals
Welcome to the Dragons.
10 gold to everybody here. So everybody's here right now in chat. Just got another 10 gold. As long as you're logged in on Twitch. And as tell Jervy thank you, and I thank you for that support. That support too is going to put another buck onto the video card. 850. We are up to 850 because of Jervy. Thank you, buddy. Let's see if we can break. Well, no, I don't want to encourage more donations in. I have like goals. I can't wait to get this card because we're going to rock all the games that I do in really high resolution, like 4K and in fantastic mode or ultimate. I can't wait to do that. But I have a real problem with trying to mine money out of people. It's not my style. I'd rather just, if you guys find value in things, that you just do what you feels right. So, Jervy, I appreciate those 100 bits. And then Total Reach and Fizz Pop, thank you for following. Welcome. And there's a bug going on with Twitch. Sometimes they get double barked. I don't know why. But, okay. About one more minute, and then we're going to do the draw. So let's look more at the LP store here. And Ava says, 4K is great. I 100% agree. So, yeah. All right. So, okay. Now, okay, so I've got these. I'm going to do like 500 of these. I think that'll be a good number. And, okay, so these low-grade Jackal Beta at 2,500. There's only a couple of them sold. So I'm just going to stay away from that. Republic Fleet Berserker. This must be another drone.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Is that what this is? Let's look it up. I have a feeling it's another drone. And it requires Berserker 1s. And it's 5,000 disc. This is very similar to this. So 5,000 LP for 5 of them. So it's 1,000 LP each and 1 million each in money. So we're at yeah. So it says right here if we sell them at 3,439,000 that we're at 2411 ISK per LP. That's still really great. Really great. And so let's see here. We're going to look that up in game. There they are, 3.4 million, and they are drones. They're heavy attack drones. This is why there's not as many sold, because they're heavy attack drones. Let's look at the trend on this. Wow, big quantities sold recently. So somebody came in and bought double the normal daily amount, and that forced it up over 2.7 to 3.4 million. I'm looking at these. Looks like it normally sits much lower, like around 2 million. I don't know on this one. Remember before we showed those months where Minmatar was depressed? See, they were glorious back here, and not here. And so it's going up here. Or this is not when they were depressed, when the market was depressed. So this is when they were Minmatar. The low points are Minmatar, and the high points are Minmatar. So it's going back up again. And here's another thing that's going to happen. If these keep soaring higher and higher, then people are going to start gravitating towards being Minmatar, even though it pays just a little bit right now, because they're thinking like, oh, I see big money in here, big returns. This is why you sit on your LP to the right points. So, okay, we're going to do this draw. So, closing it. And okay, so closing it and drawing. And Orion Shocked. Congratulations. Orion Shocked. You are the winner. He had a 14% chance to win. He dumped a ton of gold in there. Yeah, ton of gold. Okay, Orion Shocked, check your Twitch mail. You will find that contained within. Congratulations again. Nice, he says. Yes, most excellent. Glad to see you win, buddy. So, okay, we're resetting that and we're starting another one. We'll draw again at 350 viewers. So, hang around, and that'll cause the numbers to go up quicker. And so, there we go. You can get in on the next one. We'll draw again at 350 viewers. So, and Lone Wolf, he says, add bits, take them all. Well, thank you, buddy. All right, that's another 10 gold to everybody here in Lone Wolf's honor. So, ooh, and a sub. Ooh. Okay, let me bump that up another buck here on, we're up to 851 on the Titan. So, 851 on that.
Rock.
Okay. There we go. Spooky Chainsaw, thank you for following. Welcome. Now, Rubikai, thank you so much for your support of becoming a sub on Twitch. So that is most awesome. So let me find you here because I'm going to hook you up. There we go. I am adding 1,000 gold to you. You can get in on the giveaways. You can dump all of it on a giveaway. Or, you know, the dungeon raids, which you risk losing most of it, but you could double it. Or dancers. Dancers are only 10 gold each. But, careful, you may not get what you're expecting. But that's what I recommend. It's fun. So, thank you very much, Rubikai, for the sub. And everybody give it up for Rubikai. Because of him, Dancers for All. Another 10 gold to each and every one of you here in honor of him subbing. Or her. I actually don't know. So, there we go. Okay. Boy, I am pumped today. I'm really excited about this stuff. Okay. So, the Republican Fleet Berserkers, I think that we can go for some of these. I think we should do like 100 of them. So, here's what I'm going to do. Gosh, should we... Let me see here. Should we make a Google Sheet for this stuff? I don't know if we want to get that complex on the show today. I don't know. Do you guys want... Okay, let me ask you all here. Do you guys want me to start building a sheet that I put out here so that you guys can you can copy it and use it for yourself? Because I guess I am bragging just a little bit, but I have a master's certification with Excel. And so I am able to put these things together pretty good, but it takes some focus and some time to do them right and to put in the equations right and everything. But we could build that if you guys really wanted. Or if somebody already knows of a sheet out there, you could link it and we'll take a look at it. But I know that I can build this. It's just that, do we want to get that hardcore into, spreadsheets online? I mean, we can. We've done it before. Let's see here. Here is a spreadsheet. Let's look at this one. This one was linked in Twitch. Minmatar Faction Warfare LP Store. It says it's loading. Working. Holy shit. Look at all them numbers. Okay, so this is what I was talking about when I mentioned that you guys can buy these. And it's still working. It's still loading. Yeah, here, let me give a link to this over to you guys on YouTube as well, so you can look at it. See all the people piling on? Yeah, maybe we don't have to make this. Maybe someone has already done it. This has all of them in it too. Okay, let's see here. It's view only, which what that means is that we can copy this. I don't think that there's anything that would keep us from copying it. We'll see. All right, let me zoom this in more. See if I can get some zoom in on this. This is a heavy, heavy page. Why can't I get a zoom on this? Isn't it control and scroll wheel? Come on. I was just doing it over here. Yeah, it is. It's control and scroll wheel. It's the amount of data that's on this thing. Is my computer struggling with this? It shouldn't be. Bringing up my task manager. Hey, I need to zoom this in more. I can't get a zoom on it. Why can't I get a zoom on it? Okay, so let's see here. File. Make a copy. We're going to make a copy. And so that's how you do it. File, make a copy, and then you can save it to your own Google Drive. Yeah, there's 3 sheets here.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Okay, that broke it, I think. No, it's still loading. Okay, here's one of the issues with this. This has API connections to Eve Central and stuff, and so it's really, really heavy on the amount of data calls that this is doing back over to it. And so I'm trying to zoom in on this now that I have it in mind. So this is almost the exact same thing. Why can't I zoom on this? I am holding down Control and I'm using the zoom wheel. Okay, Control and plus. Wow, that worked. It was not working with my mouse wheel. So, okay, much better. Let's go one more. Okay, so, and then we're gonna, and this is just so that you guys can see it better. Look at the lag on that. Okay, so, and see they've color-coded stuff here on this. This is pretty good if this works out. We all load it once and crash the server. Yeah, I know. I wonder how many people are actually viewing that. I suggest saving it like I did, going up to File, and then make a copy and save it to your own drive. And I don't recommend changing it into Excel. You're going to have work to do to fix some of the broken stuff if you do that. So, are we getting certificates after this? Yeah, man. I didn't mean to turn this into this hardcore of a class, but this is what it's turned into. And so, and if you missed the first part of all of this, the video will be on YouTube. And in fact, in YouTube, you can actually go back and you can play. It's got a DVR function in it. So there will be a free lunch, but you have to sit through the entire 1-hour presentation first. That's so you're more hungry, right? We are doing webinars, by the way, with the product. This is the first product like this I've ever launched, where we're teaching people how to play video games and get paid to play and to post their videos on YouTube. And we will be, this is what webinar stuff may look like, except we're going to be really hardcore into how to do this stuff on YouTube and how to actually make real life money with it. This, I'm showing you all how to be Fritch in Eve, like this Nigerian space prince. But, yeah, do I have, yeah. So this is him here. He's going to make us all space Fritch. And this right here is the guide, ! No job in Twitch chat, and there's a link in the description in YouTube where that's what we're doing. That's the first product, applying all of these kind of principles to this. And we are going to be doing some webinars and stuff. So, and we've got a really good amount of people in there right now, and we've got a closed group where we're going to share these things. And so you don't get to know the stuff if you're not in it. And unfortunately, you do have to buy it to get in. But it costs less than a video game. So, okay, let's look at this stuff. And I think the first thing we need to do with this thing is to verify that it's real. And I'm not saying to the person, who was it that posted this? I thank you for posting it. And so, oh, and this only shows Galante and Minmatar. It doesn't show Amar and Caldari. Okay, well, we could make that, though. So, and so far this looks legit, but, you know, and all of this data here. Okay, so, so here's the kind of stuff that's put into a sheet here. You can see here it says like VLOOKUP, A22, price lookup, you know, and then hard, B2, and, you know, this is the LP cost and everything. So they've put in the LP costs and they put in the ISK costs. These are hard-coded in here. So somebody went through all of these and took that information there and hard-coded these in here. And so then there's the also requires, which will be other stuff and the extra costs, and then the sale price. So this right here, the sale price is 48 million, and people are spending 79 million plus 79,000 LP to get it. Holy shit, that is a loss. Except it doesn't figure the loss correctly, I don't think. Okay, let's see here. What item were we looking at? Let's see, this is Galante. We need to look at Minmatar, because that's what I've got is Minmatar. Okay, oh, and I'm going to have to refinagle this a little bit. Okay. So that we can see all this. This definitely saves us having to make this stuff from scratch. Somebody has spent many hours on this. So, somebody has spent many hours on this. And, so now we have it for ourselves. Okay, so there's implants, hardwiring. Okay, so it was the... What were we looking up? Bersker? B-E-R-S-E. Okay, let's see if we can find that. Did I spell it wrong? B-E-R-S-E. I did not spell it wrong. Okay. Well, this is why we're verifying this. There's also a Valkyrie. Yeah, okay, so let's look for that. It also is not finding this. Okay, what's going on here? They do not have all the items in here. Nope, this does not contain all the items. This is not a complete list. So, this is not a complete list. Might be dependent on the Republican fleet. Okay. Okay, so we have 40 items that... why does this do this? So, I've got it right here. R-E-P-U-B... Oh, I spelled it wrong. All right. Okay, so we have 40 items that have Republic in them. And this is all ammo and charges. I actually list drones under ammo and charges. I consider them to be disposable. That's just how I do my lists, to keep things simpler. Okay, afterburner, microwarp. This does not have drones in it. They're not here. Okay, so it's not complete. So we'd have to look at how to put that in. And I don't think it'll be too hard because, you know, I can add a line here. And let's see. Shall I share this? I can share this one. It's private only to me. Let me share it to public read only. And then I'll give you guys a link to this. So if we can prove that all the math in here is correct, then we can get the other stuff added. This is my World of Tanks gameplay. I'm not sure. There we go. Okay, public on the web, and then can view. Okay. Okay, so here it is. So you guys won't have to edit up this stuff yourself unless you really want to. You'll be able to download copies of it so you have it for yourself. And let's change the name here on it. Okay, so we changed the name on it there. This will be searchable too, so other people will be able to see this. Okay, so what I first want to do before adding anything new to this, yeah, this was a World of Tanks gameplay channel that I made way back when, and I use it as my account now for when I broadcast stuff out because I don't keep anything sensitive on here, so that I don't accidentally like broadcast, you know, some company documents or crap like that, because that would be bad. So, okay, let's verify here the information that we're seeing, because we don't want to assume that this is all correct and start building stuff in here and be wrong and waste a whole bunch of money. So, Minmatar drone specialization, we're going to find that, and we're going to see if it converts out at 917 ISK per LP and the other data here is right. Because we already know that some of the data is not right by its absence. That's how we know. So, okay. Let's see here. There was the original one. I wonder, does this person have other sheets? I'm just thinking. I think it's just going to open up mine and it won't open up in their folder. But I'm looking before I close this. Nope. Yes. Oh, here's our ice mining tracking sheets we've done. So, okay. Closing that. Closing this. These I can feel the lag from these because these are so intense. So I can feel the lag from them. Okay, let's look at look for the Minmatar drone specialization. This one's easy money. See, look at this. 3,000 LP, does not cost any ISK. Sells for 2.7 million, 917 ISK per LP. Like I was telling you, it's easy to get 800. This one pays a little bit better, and it's easy. But that market, boing, 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 goes all around because sometimes somebody will go and buy 10,000 of them and then put them on the market and keep lowering and lowering and lowering the prices. And it takes months to sell 10,000 of them. So, just saying. Okay, so Minmatar drone specialization. We're going to go look at that. That's not the right one. We're going to close that. So and that was down in the 900 range. Let's see if I can do a search for drone on this. Or special. Small autocannon specialization. I may not be able to get to it at the 900 range. There it is. Minmatar drone specialization. So it is correct. 3000 LP, 2.769, and 9.23. So looks about right. This one says 9.17. What is its figure on how it's figuring this? So it's taking F188 minus E188. Let's check out its math. Whoa, where'd it go? Damn it. Minmatar drone specialization. Okay. So it's taking F188 minus E188. So F minus E, there's nothing there in the extra costs, minus C188, there's nothing there in the extra costs, and then divided by B188. Okay, and this right here comes from the G to sale price, Minmatar drone specialization. This video lag kills me. I'm almost out of video memory. Can you believe it? I got just a couple of clients open here and this thing, and I'm almost out of video memory. That's why I need to upgrade that video card. Yes, small books are easy to haul. Yes, you can haul them in an interceptor. That's a very good point. But that market is no good in my opinion. The skill books market is no good. That's just my opinion. Nothing found. Because I added a space in there. All right, 2.749. That is legit. Now, if you're wanting to look really hardcore at this, you would say, okay, what are people buying them for? And it's at 1.6 million. And so if you want to make a quick buck, you turn around and you just sell to them. But that'd be very inefficient. It'd be like 450 ISK per LP, something like that. So maybe 500. Okay, so that number is legit, but I don't know if their math is right on this equation. Hey! Oh my goodness! They were all clogged up there, Alex. So Alex says that she's testing after a report saying that this doesn't work. And looks like it was user behind keyboard, please disregard. Well, thank you, Alex. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holy cow, 10 of these random ones. They were all clogged up for some reason. This is an error we're trying to figure out. So, oops, that's not it. This is an error that we're trying to figure out. We're actually actively investigating this right now. So, yeah, okay. So there we go. Thanks, Alex. So, Marky Dragon, how you doing today? I'm doing well. Thank you. Okay, so we verified that that's correct. But I don't know when this was actually made. There actually might be a lot of stuff missing in here. One of those was yours. It wouldn't let me put in a message. Oh, really? It didn't offer it to you? Or it actually... You try and type something and it said no. Yeah. We got a few bugs in this. And I think there's more than one bug involved in that. Okay, so I'm a little bit concerned about how it gets the ISK per LP here thing. So, okay, so what we should be able to do is take let's see, because this one doesn't have any other components in it. It's just, this is the G to sell price, and this is how much LP it costs. So 2,749,999.13 divided by 3,000, and it comes out to 916.6. So it's just rounding that number. Why do we think that it's got 9.23 here? Oh, it has a different price here. It shows a little bit higher price. That's why. These are live documents, so that's 276. Yeah. Okay, that's the reason for the difference. Okay, so the math is right. File and then options and see when the document was made. Document details. It was made by me at 11:27 a.m. today. Yeah, I'd have to look back at the original before I copied it. So, the ratio of LP to ISK is not the only thing to take into account. Correct. You also need to take account volume. Now, and that's what this doesn't show. You guys notice that? I don't think this shows volumes. I think that, and I don't know that we can get volumes added into this sheet. So December 2012, okay, that's why it's missing a bunch of stuff. So the math is good. Oh, but when do they turn off the API stuff? Aren't they turning off the API stuff at some point? And they're going pure crest, or did they even are they even jumping crest and doing something else? Any of you who are programmers doing applications for Eve would know. So, but here's what I worry about. I worry about if this is from 2012 and it's running on the old API stuff, that stuff eventually is going to go away. Although this is API directly to Eve Central. So, and Eve Central may be converting it on their end. I don't think this API stuff is going directly to right there. Let's see. Price lookup. Let's look at the price lookup sheet here. Okay, so this is all Eve Central API. It looks like this used to have the stuff direct to API, and it's been switched over. So that may be when it was created, but it looks like it's been switched over to Eve Central. What are these? And use system. Oh, these are for building the type IDs. Yeah, this is some complex stuff in here, but basically what they're doing is building the API call, I believe. Hey, what all kind of materials have we got in here? And what are these numbers here? I think they're being ignored. I think these numbers are being ignored, that they're old. And these numbers at the left here, these are probably the item numbers on Eve Central? No, they're not. There's something else. It may be the Eve item numbers in the Eve database. So, okay, so there's a lot of interesting stuff here, and so in order to add an item to this is actually going to be kind of complicated. So in order to add an item to this, what we've got to do is we've got to add it here in the price lookup, And then we've got to attach the proper call at Eve Central, along with the proper language. So we're going to have to figure all this stuff out. This is where all the automation comes in. So we could put it here so that you just type in the numbers. And so you just go to the marketplace and you see, okay, it costs this much and it's this much LP, and you just fill it in and it does the math right then and there. But what this is doing is this is actually taking a live look at the game, and it is calling that information and importing it here as part of the calculation, so you don't have to. And that's part of why they can do the color coding and give you a representation of the ISK per LP on all of those items. I'm wondering now if somebody else has updated this. This is a lot of work to update all of this. Oh, interesting. Okay, so there's another thing here with the ships. So what they've done is, so a firetail is required to make a Republican fleet firetail. And so they've taken these materials here. So this is the materials that it takes to build the ship. Come on, go over. And then, is there another thing here to give us a total? No. So, and I think these are numbers that they probably put in. They are. And so on this, let's go to the firetail, where was that? Republican Fleet firetail. So, it requires a rifter and a UA Nexus chip. Oh, look at this. The shit's broken. There's a lot of work needed to fix this. I mean, this is a good sheet, but there's a lot of work needed to fix this. Couldn't fetch the Eve Central market data. Yeah. Okay. Let's refresh this and see if it can fetch it then.
You, sir, rock.
All right. Manuel Nips just resubbed 15 months in a row. Eva's live, 13 years and counting since Earth and Beyond. Do you guys know that I was in the beta testing for Earth and Beyond, and I actually went to their studios and evaluated the game before it was announced anything to the public? It was really cool. Did that in Vegas. So, Manuel, thank you so much. 150 gold to everybody here in your honor, buddy. Thank you for that extended support. Everybody get up for M. Nips. Tell him thank you. You've all got another 150 gold because of him. So, thank you, thank you. Okay. So, let's just see here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's broken here. And you know why it's broken? Okay, I know why it's broken. Earth and Beyond is not what Eve used to be called. Earth and Beyond was a competitor game that was made by same people who made Red Alert and Command and Conquer. I broke something, or Eve Central is down? No, I suspect that, it could be all of us looking at this at the same time, because Eve Central does limit the number of API calls that can be done. Westwood, thank you. They do limit the number of API calls that can be done. And let's just go, I'm going to go look at Eve Central. See if we can look anything up. Alright, so it is working, and so here you can see in the URL, it's type ID 17812, and in here, all these, God, I can't even click on other stuff here. Yeah, 17812 is their ID number that they're giving it here. I think that's what it was here. Yes, it is. Same one. And so it's having a hard time looking this stuff up. That's part of the problem with a sheet like this, is that there is so many calls happening, and that may be why it only has Galante and Minmatar. I'll bet you there's another sheet that has Amar and Caldari, or yeah, that has Amar and Caldari. So Blackhawks, wow, yeah, I never got too much into the game. I played it a little bit, and in fact, I have a Earth and Beyond. Where is that? I think it's in storage. I have a giant movie-sized poster of Earth and Beyond, and I think I have it in storage. So they gave it to me when I was there. I worked for a couple of days evaluating the game and giving them feedback and stuff, and they did that because they knew I was involved with EVE. So even though I didn't start playing EVE hardcore until about 4 years ago, they asked me to come and help them evaluate. They also wanted me to do some YouTube stuff on it. So another reason why it's cool to be a YouTuber. I'm just saying, and doing video game videos, you start to get popular, and the game companies start calling. That's another thing that we're going to be going over. And I'm going to teach everybody in the advanced course how to interact with the game companies and how to get that. Right now, we're in the first one. We got the first one, then we got an intermediate and an advanced. But the really powerful stuff's going to be up there in advanced. But basically, you start getting popular enough, and they come to you. So, okay, I'm a little bit concerned about how much time it'll take to fix all of this. I got to tell you, I'm a little concerned about that. And that this is a really good start. And, if somebody wanted to take the time to do this, but I think that there's probably 30, maybe 40 hours of work to make this all work right. So Victor Von Doom. So what we have right now is the introductory thing. We're going to get everybody. So he says he just bought the package, and we're going to get everybody up and running and start producing. And so there will be some stuff that we're going to be like, okay, this is going to go in intermediate and advanced, because at the price of $45, which is what it costs, the amount of value that you guys are getting is enormous. You're getting at least 10 times the value. And I like it being that way, but we have to have a cutoff at some point, and then there'll be an intermediate one, which will cost a little bit more. But if you've gotten really good value out of the first one and you're making really good strides, it won't be anything to hop into intermediate. So, the Elmo, you can fix it. Well, if somebody wants to fix it and make this all work right, and then get it to me, then we'll do another show on this, and we'll use this as a thing. I think that you considered recommending a monthly membership. We're going to have some other stuff like that too. So there's going to be all the way up to, I kid you not, there's going to be all the way up to that if somebody is doing this full-time for their business and making mad bucks and needs a lot of optimization, I will fly out and spend several days with the person and optimizing everything and making the cost of having me come out 100% worth it, because they're just going to up their game. You guys can ask Zarvox. I spent only a couple hours with Zarvox when he was brand new, and he made amazing leaps after that. So, can I link the file I'm using? Yes. So, and actually I could even, Elmo, I could even give you write access to this one if you wanted. On the side, email me with your Google, your Gmail account, and then I can give you write access to it. Because right now it's just view. if you want to do that, or if you just want to download it and then say you got it done or whatnot. Yeah. So I recommend email me at markydragon@markydragon.com, telling me you want access to this and to edit it, and then I can do that after the show. So yeah. So I don't want to do it live on the show because I don't want to expose your email. Or actually, I could do it live on the show. I'll just cover it up the screen. So if you emailed me right now, markydragon@markydragon.com, and show me your Gmail, then I will give you right access to it right now. Well, you think you want to convert it to Excel? It's more efficient. Okay, so, but here's the deal with that, Elmo. And you may very well be right, but what about all the people who don't have Excel? And it's not easily shareable like it is right here. That's my only thought. So, yeah. Isn't Fuzzworks better than a spreadsheet? Yes, we're using Fuzzworks, but there's some other interesting stuff with this, like being able to add to it, let's say, some numbers here, like how many items are you going to do? Like we can add into this, like how much LP do you have to spend? And then you just put numbers in on what you're going to do, and it can spit out a list for you and says, okay, you're out of LP, so you can't add anything more. And you're going to need this many of this product, this many of this product, and a total ISK input of this in order to do what you're trying to do. Make it very useful. And but I think that that it could be that, so we have these problems here. So, yeah, and it might be too cumbersome I don't think it would be too cumbersome for Google Docs or Google Sheets, because I have one spreadsheet that is amazingly complex, and we do fine with it. Oh, you do these kind of sheets as your job. Yeah. So data calls, for instance, are different. Yeah. Yeah, so Scarion, it's a great start. And maybe there's another one out there that somebody knows of. What do I fly out to help people do? So it's evaluation of their YouTube operations or their streaming operations, and putting in efficiencies and stuff so that they can greatly earn much more in return. So, yeah, you spend some money to have someone come in and evaluate your whole operation, and if you're that big, you're making good bucks, but just a few little changes can make a huge difference. And when you are the person that's there and doing it, and you just see it through your own eyes the whole time, here's what happens, is that you start to discount and take stuff for granted that actually might be really important and really easy to change, but you don't see it anymore until you have that external view. So, okay. So I guess that I don't know, that maybe puts us in an impasse. So, I did not fly out to Zarbox. I spent a couple hours over Skype with him. So, yeah. So you may want to, you may want to not do this if you can't do this in Excel. I think it should be done in this, because Excel's not gonna share out the same way. If I was keeping it all to myself and not sharing it out with anyone, I 100% agree Excel's the way to go. But at this point, even though I'm certified mastery in Excel, or I previously was certified, but I still know all this shit. And I don't use Excel anymore. I do not like Microsoft Office. So, just saying. Okay, so I think we are at a point now of let's go and convert 2 items. Let's just go do 2. so that we can show you how to do this. And so we're going to do the Republican Fleet Valkyrie, and we're going to do the Berserker. So, let's see. Republican Fleet Berserker. Okay. And so let's do 100 of those. So what I'm going to need is 500. I'm going to need 500 drones. And that's going to take me up to 50,000, 500,000 LP, and 250 million ISK. Okay, so Republican Fleet Berserker. Let's look that up. We're going to just convert these two so that we can, because we can spend all day finding options to do on this, and I want to get into some action. I don't know if you guys know this, but a good entrepreneur has a lot of action that they take. Because if you're always stuck planning, what a drag. So, would it be worth making an Excel version so that people who want can download it and use? Yeah, except how do you get updates? Yeah. If you want to Excel it, you can. It converts from Google to Excel, not vice versa, though. Yeah. I'm a big fan of making this work in Google Docs because it's shareable. And you don't have to pay for this. So, okay, we're going to buy some stuff here. Okay, so here's those are the Valkyries. Okay, so we need the, whoops, that's not it. We're going to have to copy that name again. Okay, so Berserker 1s. Why is it blueprint? Because I got a space in there. Okay, so we're spending 14 million on that. Let's get into a ship that we're going to transport this in. I should be able to hold all these drones in here. Okay. And then there was the Republican Fleet Valkyrie. Okay, we have Valkyrie 1s. What are we going to do? We're going to do... I gotta look at the formula on this. So here's the Republican Fleet Valkyrie. And we're going to do... Oh, we're going to do more of these. Let's see here. So it's 5 per 4,000. Do I want to do 500 or do I want to do 1,000 of these? If I do 1,000 of them, it's 800. It's going to be 800 million. That is so much money for drones. Let's just stick with buying 500 of these as well. This is really for showing the whole thing. So there we go. Okay, so now these are Minmatar. We're gonna take my Amar character here, and we're gonna exit out. Let's let her keep doing her thing. And then my Minmatar guy. So now we have to find out where the loyalty point store is. And Tribal Liberation Force. Let's see here. Agents. Yeah, I need to know the... What is it? Settled systems? These are all in Metropolis and Helmar. Here we go. It's in Heck. So let's head down to Heck. And we'll make sure that the store is there, and then we'll fly this guy down. This guy's going to have to jump clone, though. But we're going to go to Heck. So... Oh. That's Federal Defense Union. Okay, that's the wrong one. Imperial Crusade.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Oh, let's see. Do I have the closest one? There's Caldari Navy Logistics. I don't have Minmatar. Minmatar is the only one that I don't have. I'm wondering which one is the closest one to Jita. And not in high sec, or not in low sec. So, the happy, take care. So I have these listings here that I've made. Hey, well, we're going to Heck. And then what we'll do is we'll transport, maybe we'll transport all of this back. This is a pretty safe ship to transport in. It's not, 100% safe, but pretty safe ship. Why do I not hear this? That's so strange. I don't hear anything. Hey, we'll jump a gate. I don't know. Maybe it's just the game. All my sound stuff says it's working right. John Amentero, thank you for following. Welcome. This bothers me. I'm not hearing a sound. Is he muted or something? It's funny, I see sound on my sound gauges. See, you can see the sound there. I wonder if I have a bug in the game. Do I have a spreadsheet for manufacturing? No. The new voice sucks anyway. And it really bothers me that there's no sound here. Got 100% sound turned on. Let's see here. Testing, testing. Testing. I don't get it. Wondering if it's this particular client. Although I see, yes, I should be able to hear this shit. Game is muted. That's what it sounds like. That's what it's acting like. Here, let me, well, actually, but it's not. So you can see here, right here, it's making noise, but we're not hearing it. Let's see if we can hear another noise. Let's see if it's not capturing my computer at all. Here, I'll tell it to... It's not capturing my computer at all. Which will probably end up requiring a restart. Not interested in doing that at the moment. So, okay. I'm gonna have to make my own noises. Yeah, I know you guys hear me loud and clear, but we're not hearing the game. Move the slider up and down, see if it wakes up. Sure. So we've got a couple of things here. So you're not going to hear the explosions when I blow up. Yeah, if I change the default output device and then switch it back, here's what happens, is that we're going to get a lot of cracking after that. It's cord unplugged. You know, I'm not seeing the data. I'm not seeing it come in at all on... Let me... I'm looking at my settings here, my broadcaster. It'll be okay. Stream died? Uh-oh. Hey. Well, there's not much I can do about this at this point. Yeah, it actually doesn't show anything on this too. Okay, so let me... So, because sometimes the best course is to go back to the gate instead of trying to jump out and cloak. Yeah, so your blockade runner is set to 3-second align and 10 AU warp. So yeah, that's really quick. On this, it says that my align time is 17.78, but if you guys notice that I'm actually aligning in 10 seconds, it's because of the firing up my afterburner here right when I tell it to go to warp. I tell it to go to warp, I hit my afterburner, and then I turn it off, and then it gets me up to speed quicker for hitting the jump. And so basically, as soon as this cycles off, I jump. So... expecting technical difficulties beyond the stream. Yeah. So I know you guys in YouTube said it locked up. It just... oh, yeah. Wow, that's a lot of technical difficulties. I lost almost all my viewers on YouTube. And so it'll take a little bit longer now, since I did not cycle it. Take a little bit longer to jump. So, yeah, I'm losing people on YouTube. I'm not dropping any frames, though. Let's see here. Take it to live, see what it looks like. Wow, that is some crap going on YouTube. Holy cow. Okay, so you guys watching on YouTube, yeah, you're right. There's something going on. We're not going to be able to finish this like this with the way this looks. I'm going to end up having to do a reboot and everything. Because it is going to shit on YouTube. 100%. Yeah, it worked fine up to the meat and potatoes. We might have to pick this up on the next show. I broke Google. Yeah, it's not. I'm not dropping any frames to it, but once I started messing with settings, then now the video's going to shit. Yeah, I'm not having packet loss. You got to switch to Twitch, guys. So I can reset my input. Let me see what my status thing says here. It says my health is good. See, what I'm sending is good. See, this is going to botch the recording too. At least the first part of it's good. That's where all the meat and potatoes was of doing all this stuff. Yeah, YouTube is way borked. I just reset the stream to YouTube. See if that fixes it, but we'll see. So tomorrow, I switched the show to be more of a PM show, and so we're gonna start at 3 o'clock Eastern, which will be like 9 o'clock in Europe, and yeah, actually I think well, we'll see here. Maybe I fixed YouTube, at least in the sense of that it's not pixelated anymore. But we still don't have sound. So, yeah. Okay. Looks like I got it fixed. I cycled my connection to YouTube, and so, but the tomorrow we're gonna start at 3 p.m. my time, and normally that's about the time I'm ending. But we're doing Shroud of the Avatar and a little Crowfall tomorrow. And I kind of have this general rule where I don't do Shroud of the Avatar while I'm doing customer service on the store, because it drives sales for Shroud of the Avatar. And if I'm the one doing customer service, sometimes the deliveries can take a long time, and I don't want to make everybody wait on the show for that. So 24-hour streams, I've never done one, and I never will, probably. It's just too much for me. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna do like an hour of Crowfall, just to kind of get a glimpse of where everything's at, and we're gonna do just long enough. It might be a half hour, it might be an hour and a half. Just depends on what all's going on in Crowfall. And then we're gonna do Shroud of the Avatar, and there'll be some adventuring involved. I haven't decided yet what our locations we're going to yet, but will be a little bit of adventure involved. So, yeah. Hey, well, looks like I at least got the video fixed on YouTube. And we're going to make sure the loyalty point store is here. And then we're going to see if I may have a clone with my other guy sitting at the loyalty point store. Let's see, what are the names of the Tribal Liberation Force? Yeah, we actually want to go to this one, because it's not the actual heck one. It's actually next door. Hey, well, as long as the sound is the only issue, we'll keep going here. So we're going to Tribal Liberation Force Logistics Support. I believe that there's an LP store here at this one. Get your YouTube set up. Cool. Excellent. Hey, let's see here. Loyalty Point Store. Tribal Liberation Force. We are at the right location. Excellent. Okay, so now, let's see here. Let's look and see if I have a jump clone down there. If I don't, I should. See, this is my study guy. Is this another, let's see, FedMart? No, that would be a different one. Do I have any more jump clones available? Because then I fly down there and I put one in there as well. That's what I should do. Because I don't want to bust these other ones out. And this one's at a FedMart, which is the Galante side. Yeah, let's look at my skills. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is that under? Is that under neural enhancements? Infomorph psychology. Advanced infomorph psychology is what I need to do. So, because I can only do 5 with this, and so I could add more with this. Yeah, let's do it. Let's buy this. 36 million. Do I have enough on me? No. Okay, I'll send myself some money. Send over 50 million. And then buy this here at the station. And then put that in right there. 34 minutes. Yes, that'll work. So, and in fact, we're going to put in a couple more here. Because this guy, it's good to be able to take him all over the place. So, and then 3 days. Oh, and then propulsion jamming is 11. And heavy drone operation. Okay, we're going to train him all the way up so I can have 10 jump clones. So, oh, send Elena some money too. Dude, I was really surprised yesterday that you guys sent me over 4 billion ISK. So I'm considering doing another show tonight, or I might do another show tonight. Thank you for all the core packs. It's really showing up early really works out. Guess having won the raffle a total of 8 times is a tactic kind of entrepreneurship. Oh my goodness. You've won 8 times? Holy cow. You might be the biggest winner of them all. What is your tactic, Rage Flip? Share with us. What is your tactic? Do you just dump everything in every time? Or do you just put in so much each time? Put in 1,000 each raffle or something like that? How do you do it? Oh, Smiclips, I know what you mean. That you've tried it 3 times and it hasn't stuck yet. Yeah, exactly. So, I know exactly what you mean. Okay, now I have to jump down to jump down to Anamon. Okay. No skills in queue? That's not true, is it? Oh, and I moved out of the jump clone, and so now it takes longer to skill up. Oh well, it's okay. Okay, so now, to go here... This is my faction warfare character that's just made bank. I have a few ships here. I think this is a Tyrannus. Let's rename it. And let's go ahead and give him some ammo. Load him up just in case something happens. This is such a tight fit. I really like this fit. This thing is nice and tanky and has dual prop. It's a great ship. So, and I don't know what my DPS is right now, but this is a great little ship. Okay, now I got to share with myself where to go. we're going to head down there and we are going to convert this stuff with my other character here. I'm going to have to hand this stuff to my other character, and I'm going to have to hand him enough ISK to do it. He's going to do the conversion, and then it's going to flip back. He'll send the stuff back. So, okay, this looks like staying in low sec. Let's see. First order, 16 jumps. We can do it. And we're going to go through some low sec. That'll be fine. I tell you what, before I take off, I'm going to go grab another drink, and then we'll head out, and we're going to do this conversion, and you're going to see how to do it. So, I'll be right back. Totally awesome. I almost just knocked over my computer. I definitely have other shit going on. You see how laggy the camera was? I got something else going on here that's not working right. But, okay, so, yeah. I almost knocked over my computer. I knocked something off my desk and I went to grab it, and the tower's sitting right here, and I hit it with my hand, and it goes, ding. I caught it. Hello, Miner. Thank you. Okay, I just got to remember that I got to keep on the move while I'm out here because I am enemy. There's no slouching around. They will murderize me for sure. I rage flip. So I only complete versus 100 people, and I usually end up having at least 50% chance to win. Being a sub has gotten me a lot of gold, but I've made more money from core packs that I've won. I've used subbing, so now I have a crap load of accounts. Awesome. And I'm making a decent living in Eve as well. Oh yeah, see, look at that. 8 accounts researching blueprints for bettering blueprints. Absolutely. So that's another thing you can use alpha accounts for, is they can do what, like 4 research jobs and 4 production jobs at the same time. So, yeah. And so you can have a bunch of those. Macross Skull just resubbed 4 months in a row. Now, why didn't Duke bark it out? Or did he? While I was stepped away. I don't know, did Duke bark it out? There is 40 gold to each and every one of you here in honor of Macross Skull and being a sub for 4 months in a row. Thank you, Macross. I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, we're going to do this conversion, and then we're going to go and put this stuff up on the market, I think. So, I got a few jumps out here. Look at this dirty ship. It's been sitting in my hangar a long time. I don't put covers over them. They get all dusty. Yeah, this ship is really good. I like it. I just wish we had sound. I wonder if I have another skin for this. I always like good skins for ships that I like. Yeah, you make about double on the gold when you're a sub. So, and that's really a thank you for actually paying some dollars to help support the stream. So, I don't have any extra ones. Serpentis, does that look any good? Serpentis doesn't look too bad. Ooh, that nice black and silver. Yeah, the Intaki Syndicate. Yeah, it's okay. And the Valmer, this one is shit. looks like what we got on here. You've been doing PI across 5 tunes while watching. Yeah. Did not hear Duke. Well, darn it. Man, I have shit failing all over the place. I hope I don't have some sort of hardware failure. Something that when I reboot, it's going to go, nuh-uh, not coming back. That would be bad. Although I suppose, if it came down to it, and, oh yeah, look at this other stuff disappeared. Like the Titan X thing. Oh, shit is going bad. BarkerBot died too. Oh, shit's happening here. Hey. There's a Proteus on gate. He won't catch me. Yeah, well, I'll say that, let me see here. Seeing if it's the computer or if our Barker bot site is actually down. Looks like it might actually be down. Why do I have so many things going on at the same time here? Yep. Okay, so it's down. That's its problem. That does not have anything to do with my server. Let me alert our guy. Offline. Awesome. Hey, let's see here. Got him on another spot. Okay. So, yeah, so something's going on. It went down. Has Imperium announced their Burn Jita event? They announced it. Yeah, they didn't do it 2016. I didn't think they did. They were engulfed in their big war. Yeah, you know, they spend a lot of resources on doing Burn Jita, and so it's not financially, you know, a great plan, and so it let's see here. So it's really a lot more of a PR type event than it is. They don't make money off of it. So yeah, I'd call it more of a PR type of event. So okay, so Bastion Hawk, who's here on the show sometimes, he is our server administrator for BarkerBot. In fact, he's a programmer. You know, I talk about a lot of entrepreneur stuff. So Bastion Hawk and I have gone into a partnership on the BarkerBot site, and we've been working on that. And so it's one of the entrepreneurial adventures. Met him here on the show. So yeah, just came in. What is the event? We're talking about Burn Jita. Whoa, there is a nice. Let's see here. Okay, let's just go right now. Good thing I'm in an interceptor. There was a nice gate camp there. So if, I tell you what though, if they do Burn Jita, I will get out and cloak these ships and we'll cover the event when they do it. Get on like during prime time and put some hidden ships. I can put 4 ships on the screen here and have them watching the gates and watching the station. Okay, we're almost there. Okay. Some stuff's starting to come up. I see it in the logs here.
Welcome to the Dragons.
All right. Yes, and sure, Blue Eyes, I don't think it barked out for you, but thank you for the purchase from the store. That may have been what Alex had some reports of, too. Why stuff didn't come up. So, yeah. Healing Troll and Shoe Gaming, thank you for following. Welcome. Hey. So it looks like you got it back up and running. Wow. You have 10 accounts, and thanks to you, you're making over $1 billion a week just in T2 Planetary. Been easy. We'll upgrade to T4 soon. Wow. Okay, we are at the right place here. So, I can't install a clone yet here, but they have a clone bay here, so this is awesome. Because what that means is that I'm going to be able to just leave this guy parked here, and so that's going to be really awesome. I'm going to exit this ship, and then I'm going to rename this ship, and so Faction Warfare Store. And then I'm also going to, in People and Places here, oh, I do have it here, Faction Warfare Store. Why didn't I? Oh, because it's not in the right spot. I didn't put it in the other. Okay. Yeah. Oh, because I just had it in here. Yeah, okay. So, it's my other guy that needs to make the thing. But, okay, so. Let's see here. All right, Sabotaurus, thank you. See you in Jita, probably. All right. And thank you for the purchase from the store, sir. I appreciate it. And then whoever else randomly, didn't put in a message, but there we go. Thank you, thank you. Oh, so Master Sergeant Zippy says, I ordered your YouTube success. Great info. I can see it's going to help a lot. Yes. I am so happy. That's exactly what I was trying to do. Is that, and at $45, it's I know that it's really good bang for the buck. So, okay, so we're back up and running. Anyway, that's really great feedback, and I look forward to working with you, Master Sergeant Zippy. So, and what he's talking about is !no job in Twitch chat, or there's a link in the description in YouTube saying, how does Marky Dragon do it? And we have created a guide, the Ultimate Gamer's Guide to YouTube Success. Costs less than a video game, and will get you started getting paid to play video games and post the videos up on YouTube. You can apply a lot of this to live streaming as well. So it's jam-packed full of information. I mean, literally there is, was it 7 or 8 videos? There's more than 7 hours of video, and then we have guides and checklists and other stuff to walk you through all the steps. Plus, we're doing some webinars that will be closed, not public, and we have a closed, non-public group where we can all talk in and synergize. So you guys that, like those of you who are in this that really get it and start really taking off with it, I can envision us doing some shows together and stuff too. So I like to do shows with people who, are similar audience level and stuff. And I know some of you are just going to crack that right away and really make it work. So, okay, now let's do the transfer, and we'll see how much money we're going to need. But, so I have 3.2 million points here. Well, and first I'm going to make sure that, let's see here. I'm going to add this location. I'm going to put it under using corporate here. Yeah. Corporate and then Trade Hub. Okay, there we go. Add that so that I can find this again in the future real easy. Okay, so we're going to do basically 500 of each. Okay, so now I've got these drones here, and then let's see here. Show affordable only, show all. And stuff like these customs offices, those used to be really good money. Now that people are moving away from pauses, not so much. But I used to build these all the time, and I would use like 3,000 LP, and I would spend the 10 million ISK, and I was getting 3,000 ISK per LP on them. Easy. Just as long as you didn't flood the market. So I'm not going to apply for CSM. I actually do not qualify. If I wanted to apply for CSM, I would have to stop being a business partner with CCP. You can't be a CSM and a partner with CCP at the same time. So just like employees can't run, and employees' family can't run. So, okay, so we got to find these drones. They're probably under R for Republic. There they are. Now, why does it have it grayed out? There's the Berserker. What am I missing here? Why is it grayed out? I cannot accept this offer because I do not meet the requirements. What requirement am I missing? Okay, well, let's look for the Republican Fleet Valkyrie. And why don't I meet this? It's because I don't have enough money on me? Transfer myself some money. I need the original drones. I've got them here. It says I need 5 Valkyrie 1s. I've got 500 of them. Let me give myself... I could shave and CCP would never recognize me. Huh. Might be right. They would recognize me. So, give him money. So, handing him 1 billion ISK. I need to move them to a station hangar? They are in a station hangar. Let's close this and reopen it, because maybe I opened that before I did the trade. That's probably it. Yep, that was it. Okay, so there we go. So how many are we going to buy? I don't know. How many can we buy? I can buy 100. Okay. So it's going to cost me 400,000 LP, 400 million ISK, 500 Valkyrie 1s. Do I want to continue? Yes. Look at that. They're changed. Now that's worth 1,070,000,000. Yeah. Okay, let's find the Berserker here. Okay. I think we can do 100 of these too. So 500,000 LP, 500 million ISK, and 500 Berserkers. And there we go. So now that's 1.25 billion and 1.1 billion. Okay. Does that get you all going? Isn't that awesome? Right now, let's see, how much money do I have left over? 112 million. I guess I'll hand back most of that. And back like 80 million. Give me a little bit left over. And then we're going to trade it over to this guy. Okay, there we go. Yeah, their drone. So, oh, you guys got glitches in the video again? Man, on YouTube. Man. Sucks. Okay. So now, I'm going to head back up to Jita. And we are going to put these on the market. Yep. Okay, I'm going to reset my connection here to YouTube again real quick. Try and fix it for you guys. Yeah, just all kinds of weird issues going on today. Hey. I reset it. Yeah, so you earn the LP doing faction warfare missions. And so I spent basically about 900,000 LP on that. And so now I'll be able to do, you know, I'll sell this stuff. And it will... So, yeah, it's screwing up a little bit again on YouTube. Man, I'm sorry, guys. I can switch to the backup server. I'm going to do that. I'm going to switch to the backup server. See if that helps. Because I'm not showing any errors on my end. Going to go offline on YouTube for just a second. Coming back online on YouTube. Where did it gank all the way to Jita? Yeah. This ship is... Now, I have been ganked in one of these before. And there was about 40 Thrashers and those other battlecruiser ones, Minmatar, all sitting on a gate. And it took them a couple minutes to kill me because I was able to turn everything on. But they took me out before Concord was just arriving and starting to blow them up as they blew me up. So, yeah, it was pretty rough. I lost somewhere between 15 and 18 billion. Now, it wasn't Maelstroms. It was those other ones. Maelstrom's a battleship. They were battle cruisers, the big tall ones. I forget what they're called. I wonder if I can see stats on YouTube. You know what it could be too? I'm operating at really low latency, and it could be dropping bits on YouTube's end. Tornadoes. Yes, thank you. Tornadoes. Okay. I just turned on an alert. This is really cool. I just turned this alert with YouTube, which I'll only leave on here for just a second. Basically, just says experiencing technical difficulties. I wonder if it's going to show up. I've never used those alerts before. I may have to go back to not doing such real time and having like a 45-second delay instead of a 6-second delay with YouTube, because if this is caused by that, then it's all experimental stuff. Typhoons for ganks. Yeah. Anyway, it was one of those Minmatar ships. I'm actually seeing a lot of frame drops on the viewing end. I bet you it's YouTube servers that are having a problem, because I'm not dropping anything on my transmission to them. And in fact, they report that everything is all good. And so, so, you know, if I were not running with because what it does is it's buffer. It's the amount of buffer being used on it. So, the more buffer, the more steady the broadcast is for you. Wow, I'm just looking here. This is really cool information. I'm just looking at these extended stats. So there's 34 people watching right now. And a good number of you have on YouTube have the ability to watch 4K streams. So many of you are actually watching in 4K. That's cool. Got quite a few jumps. We had to go all the way down to heck and back for this. Oh. $37 on your screen, yeah. We lost a lot of people that were watching because things went to crap. I think the problem is on YouTube's end. My live latency is 65 seconds right now. What? Yeah, you know, YouTube, they make changes on the back end in a live environment and they don't tell anybody. It's really kind of interesting how they do a lot of stuff. So, yeah.
Oh, nice. Dragons love gold, treasure, and of course, dollar bills.
So, DGS win. Thank you so much. He says enjoying the show. Keep it up. Donated $2. That is going to get us a. Oh, let's see here. Don't just hang out around here. Oh crap! Everything going off at once. Okay, alarm. And so, thank you very much. Let's see here. We're going to give out 20 gold to everybody here in DGS Swin's honor. And everybody tell them thank you. And then also going to update that to 8. What were we at before? Shit. At 8:53? Here, let me look.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Yeah. Okay. So to 8:53. Update that, and then now that the site's back up again, our service. Should be able to get the tickers up here. There we go. All right. Okay, and FuzzyZilla, thank you for following. Welcome. Spotted the bling on my freighter. I have bling on this for sure. This is a pretty expensive ship. Yeah. 600 million for the ship. So I've got into it. You don't have to have that much into him, but that's what I got into it. Am I farming LPs? Okay, so the LPs have been gaining by doing faction warfare, and so you'll want to check out first part of the show. You'll be able to catch it on YouTube because we go over a lot of the stuff on this, and so we're just right at the final conversion portion of this, the final part of this. So, and the first part of the show is how to gauge all of this, and so we chose 2 items here, which both of them, what is it? One of them's 2,700 ISK per LP, and the other one's 25 or 23. This one's 2,400 ISK per LP, and this one's 2,700 ISK per LP. And so, really, I set out to prove that you could get more than 2,000 ISK per LP. And in my previous stuff I've done, I've always scored between 2,500 and 3,000, but I just put in the video here in the title and everything that we were going to do 2,000 ISK per LP, and we are exceeding that. So now the last thing will be to go and put them on the market and start selling. Now I know that other people are going to copy me. I just know you guys are going to do that. So I'm just going to sit high and let stuff come back up to me. Because I know that some of you will not be able to resist. You're going to go and pick the exact same items that I did. You're going to go do the exact same thing I've done. And you're going to come out here and you're going to compete with me. If you want to do the exact same thing, go do it in Amar or Dixie or Ren's or Heck. But I know that's going to happen. So that's going to fuck with things a little bit. But if I hadn't shown all of this, then it would have, you wouldn't know which items I was doing, and I wouldn't have that artificial competition, and so I'd keep the prices higher. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep the prices higher and let the market come back up to me is what's going to happen. So as long as Minmatar doesn't go into mega overdrive and on actually fixing their standings in the whole deal, then it'll be fine. Any Oracle action soon? Okay, so faction cool, and the so yes and no. So here's what happened. We had a disagreement with our coalition, and amicably decided that we're moving. So it's not like we're pissed off and now we're going to go to war or nothing like that. It's just that we decided that we're going to move someplace else. And so that happened really at the same time as I finished the skills required to do my Roracle. And the Roracle that I had, I kid you not, was worth over 10 billion. And so, it was really nice and bling. It was going to earn me a ton of money. But I was not able to try it and take advantage of it because this happened at the same time we had an incursion happen in our home system. And so I just got royally screwed on that. And that's okay, though, that's just how things go. So we're in the process of moving. And I have... I did make a whole bunch of money up there, and so I probably in the end profited somewhere around 10 billion after having to liquidate a few things in the move and stuff like that. And I've now got, I don't know how many jumps I'm gonna have to do, but I've got an incredible amount of stuff to move. And so I'm going to spend probably moving all this stuff. I'm going to spend $1 billion in fuel. And so, JJ, did you ever assign that contract to me? Because tomorrow or the next day is going to be your last chance to get that shit moved out by me, because I'm going to be out of there. So, just saying. So... Yeah, and so it it you know yeah, JJ, have me send it to 209 not 009, and then there is corporate carriers that'll take it out of there. So we'll figure it out. And so it just got a little bit unlucky. Now we're moving to a new spot. It's not announced in public yet where we're moving to, and so we just got to see what the area looks like and everything once we're all settled in. So we will have some more Rorical action. I do not know whether or not I will actually show it live. I might sanitize showing it, meaning that I may strip everything off of the screen that gets any location information, and I may record it just to show how all this stuff works, and then I'll put it up as a video. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So. Okay. We're gonna land inside the station. Yeah, there's a lot of things at risk in there, and I don't want to show any other people in our corporation or alliance doing the mining or whatnot. And so there's a lot at stake, and so I'm going to show you all how to do it, but it may be very filtered, and might be in video form instead. Like that, landed inside the station. Will I be as casual about the location I am now? In other stuff I will be, carrier ratting and stuff like that. But also, we have some plans for how to work out some of this stuff. So I'm not going to be limited to just where my corp is at. And so, okay, now we made it here. So here they are. Okay, so these are 2.8. They're almost 3. They're almost at 3 million ISK per LP, or 3 million each. And so I'm going to sell these, and we're going to sell them at 2,987,987.04. So 1.45 billion ISK. Bam. There we go. And then look at the market on these. These are at 3.4 million each. And so 3399993.39. This is 1.65 billion. Okay, so that was 1.45, 1.65. Okay. So let's go over the numbers here. So I spent, and I'm not going to include the price of the actual drones because there was just a few, and it really wasn't very much comparatively on all of this. So this is 3.1 million, 3.1 billion. And what did it cost me? It cost me 900 million. So we gotta take. Let's see here. So there's three. Oh. There's 3.1 billion minus 900 million equals 2.2 billion. And then we spent 900,000 LP. So 2.2 billion divided by 900,000. Yeah, so here's what we're equaling. We're equaling about 2,444 ISK per LP. So I should extract the original cost of the original drones to be fair. Okay, 2 billion 200 million, and then the original price of the drones. Okay, so we'll look those up. So the Valkyrie 1s, we bought 500 of them. That was 13,744,000. So minus 13,744,000, and then minus, let's see, the Berserkers. Playing the same song again. Let's move on to something else. And this, there was also 500 of them. Okay, so that's 14.249 million. Okay, and then 900,000. So we're at 2,413 ISK per LP. That is higher than what I was shooting for. I was shooting for a minimum of 2,000. And so, yeah, and so that's a lot of profit. Rip Rancy in 209. The Citadel there. So, anyway, that I'm already undercut. I knew it would happen. So, yeah, I'm already undercut on both of these. So, I knew it would happen. And so, can I go super ratting? Yes, I will, but later. Swift Fate. Afternoon, everyone. Got to keep that number even. I love you, buddy. So, that is 3 more bucks added to the goal for the Titan X. We'll update that. And then that's also going to equal 30 gold to everybody here in honor of SwiftX Fate donating.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Donating 300 bits. So, there we go.
To the Dragons.
30 gold. Everybody here. Everybody tell them thank you. So, there we go. Okay. Hammock, thank you for following. Welcome. Yeah, so I call it the PISK game, the Penny-esque game. And, you know, you're constantly undercutting and everything. And and look at this. Why did this person have to go down so much? You know, you only had to do one Penny-esque. But no, he had to go down much further. So I'm going to modify this, and I'm going to do the same thing. And there we go. So just to piss everybody off. But, yep. Not penny ISK. Pisk. So, I actually lowered it a lot, spinning the wheel like that. Oh my. So, okay. So anyway, it'll take a little while to sell it. I'm just going to let them sit on the market, and the market will kind of bounce up and down. I'll check it every few days. Really, it says we're only 6% above the last 7-day average here, so at worst, I'll be lowering it by a few percent. I was prepared on these. I ran my numbers, and I'd be happy with 2.7 million each on each of them as well. I would find that to be very respectable. And we're getting almost 3 million each here for them. So I think it's good. I think it's good. So I got a ton of shit here to fix up and sell. I'm moving everything out of null. I got all this stuff. So many things. So many things that I'm having trouble. I keep getting shelf space errors, which maybe you've never seen those before. A shelf space error is that it's basically telling you got too much shit. So, okay, here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to start winding down the show. I'm really unhappy with not having sound, and there's, obviously I have some other issues going on my end, and I'm going to have to reboot all my systems and make sure everything's good to go, and I'm not going to redo that and then start up the show again. We got another show tomorrow, and we're going to start it at 3 p.m. my time, which is about an hour later than now. It's going to be a little bit later at night. And we're going to start out with Crowfall. And we're going to just take a little glimpse at it. And we're going to see what the status is on everything. They've added some new things in. We're going to go and kind of check those out. And then we're going to switch over to Shroud of the Avatar. And we're going to go out and have some fun in Shroud of the Avatar. So before we log off today, we've got one final giveaway to do. ! Ticket space 1 or higher in Twitch, and you can get in on the giveaway for a new account for Eve. It's a core account. It has, 30 days prepaid. It will upgrade your Alpha to Omega as long as you have not been Omega before. There are a couple of exceptions to that, but as a general rule, it will upgrade you if you've not been Omega before. And then those are provided by our store, ! Coupon in Twitch chat, or there's a link in the description in YouTube. And there is both bonus and discount codes listed there. So use that for whichever one gives you the best deal. So you can use it on Plex, Aurum, new accounts, whatever you want. Actually, you can use it for the other games that we support as well. And then any purchases from our store directly support the show. And you'll have my appreciation. So, all right. We'll give you all a minute to get in. I'm sorry, those of you on YouTube, the giveaways don't work there in YouTube chat. We're still trying to make that work. And we've not been successful yet. So I apologize for that. Okay. So, about one more minute, then we're closing it. And draw, and then we'll be done. So, anyway, if you notice the schedule, take a look at the schedule, ! Schedule in Twitch chat, there's a link in the description in YouTube. You will see Saturday's show, but you'll also see that next week is pretty full. We got a hell of a lot of Eve going on next week. I might switch things around a little bit. We got a hell of a lot of Eve going on next week. Monday through Saturday. 6 days next week. We got shows. And then we've got, we've got coming up February 17th is we start a focus on Smite and Paladins. If you guys haven't seen Paladins yet, you're going to get a chance to see it. And I'm going to hook you guys up. I got some giveaways. And we got a bunch of streamers that we're going to be working with. So we have multiple guys that we're going to be working with. We're going to do just a little bit of Smite. We're going to do a lot of Paladins, but we're still going to do Eve and other stuff. So it won't be 100% that, but we got like a 10-day focus we're doing on that. So, okay, we're going to close this. Closing and drawing. Undercover Spy. Congratulations. Whoa. Is that 10,000 tickets you put in? dude trying to walk away with it. And you have. So, spies are rich. You see that? Yeah. Okay, so undercover spy. Check your Twitch mail. You'll find that contained within. Congratulations. Okay. So, thank you, everybody. We will see you all tomorrow. We got some Crowfall and Shroud of the Avatar. And everybody go out and have a good evening. You can all go get drunk tonight. I started the show later tomorrow, so your hangover will be gone by the time we start the show. And we'll all have a great time. See you all tomorrow.